Today, I want to make a video about this tailgate support beam right here. It's the beam that goes across the back of a K5 Blazer, and the tailgate hinges mount to it, and the bed sides, or the quarter panels, sit on top of it. So when I got this Blazer, mine was all rotted out. This beam was shot, it was all rusted away, the tailgate was falling off. I cracked the tailgate open, and this is going to be kind of the first look at how bad things are. So right away you can see that the structural support where the tailgate mounts is pretty much gone. So I'm gonna have to rebuild that. So I needed to figure out a way to replace this. So I looked on YouTube to see if there's any videos on how to replace that beam, and there was nothing. So today let's make a video that shows what this beam looks like. I'll show you the details of it, what it takes to replace it, and some of the issues I ran into. Who is that? That's a cardinal. He's in every one of my videos lately. This is what the replacement beam looks like. I have another one here, and you can see it's really long. It tucks way up in here, kind of all the way out to this edge almost on both sides. So I replaced this at the same time that I replaced the quarters, because the quarter panel kind of slides over the top of this right here. So we can see in the back that beam kind of slides in between this bracket here. In the back corner, there's a couple of bolt holes right there. So I'll be putting a bolt there and a bolt there, and then a bead of weld right along here. So I'll have to grind that paint off, but there's a bead of weld that belongs there. Maybe even one on the sides too, here, and there. So one way to replace this, probably the best way, is to replace it when you replace the quarter panels. Now for mine, I'll show you in another video, you might have seen it bent a little bit right here when I jacked up the frame. I'll show you a clip of that here. So I put the jack underneath the frame and I raised this side up to level it. Got a jack stand under there now. So now the truck is level, but look at what happened. See this beam? It bent. See, it's got a buckle right there. Check this out. Look at that. So this stupid beam, man, brand new. I just got it, but I guess it's just pressed, stamped sheet metal. You would think that beam would be strong, but yeah, it's completely bent. So I just bought a whole new beam, but I got a little bit ahead of myself because there's no way really to replace that beam once the quarter panels are already on, because it's so wide. You can't put it in from this way because it would hit here, and you can't put it in from the back because this flange goes all the way down and it has two bolts through it. So you'd have to cut that flange off. And obviously you can't tuck it in from the sides because you'd have to spread the bed sides apart in order to get that in. So there really isn't any way to replace this once the quarters are on. The only other way I could think of is maybe if you raise the whole body up off the frame and try to tuck it in from down below. You might be able to do that. You'd probably run into these, but maybe you'd be able to do it. So I just bent mine back the best I could. Got everything lined up, cut and re-welded these. Give you a closer look at what one of these looks like in case you're going to buy one. So the top is flat. It's got holes in the corners, I think, for the wiring. So the tail light wiring comes up through those holes and goes into the tail lights. It's got these are the pads for the body mounts. So these sit on top of the body mounts. I'll show you what that looks like right here. Those sit right on top of the body mounts, and there's a bolt that goes down through. And the floor comes back here and sort of wraps over the edge by, I don't know, a ½ inch or so. So the floor would come across here, and this would be a hole down through the floor and through the body mount and through the frame. On the bottom, they're wide open, so it's not a tube, it's just a piece of stamped steel. And right here is the brackets where your tailgate hinges mount to. So the tailgate hinge sticks through that hole. And the tailgate hinge actually sits on top of this, like this, and then the bolts go through the bottom. You can see these are not threaded holes here. The hinge itself is actually threaded. So the hinge sits on top of there, bolts come through the bottom, thread into the hinge. These bolts are threaded right into that plate, and they're super rusted, completely rusted tight. So I used the TIG torch, and I just went around and around and around, not enough to melt the steel, but enough to make it red hot, and then the bolts, they just turn right out, no problem. There's some arches here that go over the frame rails. See that right there? That's what that looks like. And I'll give you a look at. This is what it looks like from underneath. So the hinge itself has threaded holes in it, and these bolts just go up and thread right into it. And there's a little bit of play side to side and back and forth, but not much. And here you can see there's 2 bolts. That flange comes down. Now looking at this, I guess maybe one way to replace this once the quarters are on is if you were to cut right here and cut this bottom flange off, you might be able to slide this thing and kind of tuck it in from the sides, maybe. So I never tried that, but that might work. You cut this off, slide the thing in, then you'd have to re-weld this piece back on again after you're done. So that's a possibility. And there's actually holes up in here, and I think the quarter panel might be threaded. So I think there's a hole here and a hole up here where 2 more bolts should go in and thread into the quarter panel. Well, I got the tailgate on. Check this out. Looks perfect, right? But it isn't. It hits on both sides. Right here, it's not too bad on the top, but it's touching right there, and it's touching right there. So the quarter panel, I think, is a little inconsistent there, and it's worse on this side. There's basically no gap all the way along here. Now when I put the quarters on, I measured and measured and measured, and I tacked them in place, and I measured again, and I made sure they were square corner to corner. And then when I welded it, I don't know if something moved a little bit or what happened, but my gap just tightened up. So paint and body guys, how would you fix this? I try and cut these welds again all the way around this post on both sides and try to spread the whole thing apart. Problem is, as soon as you cut those welds, guess what these box sides do? They do that. So I'd probably need to put a strap in between and try to maintain this exact gap across the top, and then just push out the bottom edges a little bit or something. I really hate to cut these welds. And the way I did this is to do the one thing I said I didn't want to have to do. I cut all these welds all the way back here, loosened up those bolts, cut the welds, took a jack and jacked this thing over, and now also you can see the topper lines up right there too with the quarter on both sides. So I know it's in the right spot. I'm talking about this line right here where the topper meets the body line. So that's good on both sides. All right. I got a good gap right there. It's not touching anywhere. And over here, it's pretty good. It's a little wide at the top. Gets a little narrow right in here, but it's not touching. And it's a little narrow. It might just be touching right in that corner. So I might have to try and hammer and dolly this little corner in a little bit. But up through here, it's good. It's a little tight right there. And up through there, it's wider. So this quarter is just a little wavy. So I might be able to hammer and dolly just a couple of those spots. But this is way better than it was. What I'm working on right now is I want to plate this, because remember it bent here a little bit. So I want to plate this with some steel to give it extra strength. So I was working on making a cardboard template. This is what it's going to look like. It's going to fit about right there. And it's going to fit right around that hinge. And I'm going to make this out of 1/8 inch plate. So that'll just give some structural strength right around the hinge and then right around the body mount here. So hopefully this will never bend in that location ever again. I don't think I need to do it in the middle because there's really nothing putting any leverage on the middle. So I'm just going to put one on this side and one on the other side right in this location, 1/8 inch plate. And that'll give me some peace of mind. Okay, I transferred my cardboard template onto some 1/8 inch steel and I made 2 pieces, one for each side. Let's see what this looks like. It's going to get welded on just like that. Now I'm going to spray the back of these with some of this weld through primer. So this is the surface that'll butt up against the truck, kind of be in between. So I'm going to hit that with some weld through primer. Oh, and of course SEM. Their stuff never sprays. And I hate SEM paints. This is a brand new can of paint. High temp ceramic engine primer. I had this laying around. And of course it sprays. So it's going to have to do. Alright, I've got both of these reinforcement plates welded in. They're welded all the way along, and then I seam sealed. But I think the bumper and everything covers most of this anyway, so you won't even see that. Nobody will ever know these are in here, but I will. It'll give me peace of mind knowing that this beam is stronger. So I think we can call this project done. Hopefully this was helpful for any of you that are looking to replace this beam on your own. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.